Fair use. Fair use. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shalom, shalom, family. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Rebuke the Culture. That's right. Rebuke the culture. The whole damn culture. Now, on this episode, we're going to be addressing Mr. P. Diddy, Mr. Sean Combs, Mr. Puff Daddy, Mr. Take That. He recently posted to his Instagram account, not asking, but begging for help. P. Diddy is begging for help. He wants the talent from you brothers and sisters. He wants you to come and join his empire. He wants unity amongst black people, amongst black, gifted, talented people. He says, I want to be 1,000,000,000% clear. Not 100, not 1,000, not 1,000,000, not 1,000,000,000, but 1,000,000,000% clear on God's purpose for me. God gave him a purpose, y'all. He need help real bad. That's what he said. I want to be 1,000,000,000% clear on God's purpose for me. I need help real bad. Let's find out what Diddy need help with.
So 3 years ago, God made my mission and my purpose clear. And my mission and my purpose is to do whatever and play whatever role that I have to play into saving the black race, number one. And number two, to making sure that everybody of all colors, all backgrounds, all creeds, all nationalities, we all get the same 24 hours. Not just one race, not just another race, not just one gender, not another. We all get the same 24 hours. But I'm fighting this fight, and to other people, it's an impossible dream. It's not impossible. It's going to happen. We're going to make progress and change the world, but I can't do it alone. And I know there's people that feel just like me that are out there, that are talented, that's probably working for Google or Nike or working for bigger corporations that have a track record and have an experience at the level that I'm playing at. I'm not coming to just compete. I'm coming to win. I'm going to.
He said 3 years ago, God gave him a mission and a purpose to save the black race. To save the black race. So you mean to tell me Mr. Love is just finding out that our people need some saving? Now watch how this correlates. He said his mission and his purpose is to save the black race, right? He's just now finding out this. And then later on, he says he's not coming to compete. He's coming to win. Well, Diddy, aren't you already a billionaire? Don't you already have the luxury houses, the cars, the women, the accolades, the awards? Haven't you won already? I mean, according to the culture, you've already won, right? But now you want to save the black race after pumping and dumping ignorance into the culture, into the black race. Now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this God that you serve gave you a purpose to come and save the black race. Because you don't want to compete, you want to win. Nah, something not right. Something not right. Let's continue, because he got more to share with us. Let's hear what he got to say. Let's hear him out.
So if you are one of these unicorn executives, please send me your resumes and your portfolios to God's work, because I'm doing God's work, you're doing God's work. God's work at combsglobal.com. I'm doing the biggest human resources investment from the top level of CMOs to COOs to general managers, down to creative directors, down to creative producers. The list is so long. Fashion designers. Below is the list. Please, please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. I need your help. I can't do it alone. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going crazy. I need talented people around me, the grace around me. God, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you, please, to send me some like-minded, like-frequency individuals that want to change this world.
So Diddy wants you talented brothers and sisters, graphic designers, songwriters, singers, rappers, actors, whatever talent you think you may have that could add value to what P. Diddy, Mr. Love, is bringing forth for the people. He wants you to submit your resumes. Submit your resumes in good hands of Brother Love, because he's doing God's work. That's what he said. He's doing God's work. All of a sudden. Because we know that you know a person by their fruits. You know a person by their fruits, by what they produce, by their actions. P. Diddy, Mr. Love, said he's doing God's work. What does his track record say? Does he have the physical evidence to show that he's been doing God's work? I'm just asking. He also said God told him to ask for help. You know what get me? When people say God told them something. When people who have no evidence, no fruits to show that they're doing God's work, to clearly show what God it is that they serve. But then all of a sudden they're saying God told them something, or God told them to ask the people something or for something. That cracks me up, man. He needs talented people around him. Doesn't he already have talented people around him? Hasn't he always had talented people around him? Has he done right by the talented people he had around him? Can we get a background check on Mr. Love and how he has treated his former employees, partners, business partners? Can we get a background check before we just go willy-nilly sending our resumes to Brother Love? And what God is he praying to? I mean, like, he really looks desperate. Like, he really looked like he may be sending up a fervent prayer. Like, seriously. He looks desperate. Like, who is he praying to? Who? Man. Send your resumes at your own risk. At your own risk. But listen, let's see what they had to say in the comments. Let's check out the comments. This commenter right here says, he be thinking just because he mentioned God, we care. Exactly. He be thinking just because he mentioned God, we care. And that's what a lot of them do. That's what a lot of entertainers, quote unquote influencers, that's what a lot of them do. They throw this title of God around. And we don't even know what God they serve. You know what I mean? I mean, 'cause from my perspective, it looked like you serve Lucifer, Satan, the devil, the opposition, the one that goes against the Most High. You throwing this God title around like we supposed to care. Those who truly serve the Most High do not care when you throw that word God around, because you have not bared any fruit that you serve the Almighty God. You do have a track record in the fruits that show that you serve the one that goes against the Most High. So just because you throw God around, we supposed to care? God told you to do this. And then oftentimes, people use the word God to let down your defenses before they do something wicked. They use the word God to soften you up. Come on now. Next comment. So he can sucker new talent into trash contracts. Exactly. So he can sucker new talent into trash contracts. And we all know that he's good for that. Not paying people, not letting people out of their contracts when they want to move on and boss up. You don't want to see the next man, the next woman boss up. You don't want to negotiate their contracts. You don't want to let them out of their contracts when they trying to move on to the next level and be their own boss. You don't want to pay them what they're owed. Nah. Next comment. Could I really trust the man as my employer when he didn't do right by his own major artists? I don't care about him being worth 800 M's neither. Exactly. We don't care about you having 800 M's or a billion or whatever it is you got. We don't care about that. We want a background check. We want to run a background check on you, brother love. Before we send our resumes in, you need to send us a background check. You need to pass the background check, brother love. Because you have it done right, allegedly, by the artists, people that you already worked with. What's going on? What's going on, brother love? Did God not tell you to be truthful and honest with us before we submit our resume? You submit some documentation of you doing right by your former employees, your former artists. Can we have a fair exchange? Nah. Next comment. Nah. The bro is going to take your ideas and you're not going to get paid. Ask Betha. Exactly. Listen, the music industry is known for scouring social media for new talent, not to help them, not to help elevate them to the next level, but to steal their ideas. They've been known for that. They've been known for stealing ideas from up and coming talent. Has he paid Mason Betha? Has he paid him? Has he paid the pastor? Is Mace still owed some money? Has that been rectified yet? I don't know, man. Send your resumes at your own risk. Next comment. Finally, and for us black people in the comments talking about anything but unity, it's crazy as hell. We will not win unless we do it together. 3 exclamation marks. Real-ish. Nah, sis. Nah. She thought she ate with that one. But nah. Just because we black don't mean we all need to unify as one. No, not at all. We need to get out of that mentality that just because you black, we need to unify. No. If we are not like-minded, and most importantly, if it is not clear that we serve the same God Almighty, there is no need for us to unify. So sis, you thought you ate with that comment, with that pro-black, I'm woke comment, you thought you ate, but you didn't. Because we not rocking with that. We not unifying with people just on the strength that they black. No, not at all. Nah. Now in closing, this looks like an act of desperation. It looks like somebody sent them. Somebody did send them. Diddy said, is God. But what God? Because by the looks of his desperation, it does appear as though he's been sent to deliver this message. But by who? By who? What God? What God? And before we do anything, before anybody submits their resume to Brother Love, ask him to define Black excellence. Because he's one of the first people that I heard use that term, Black excellence. When the culture is constantly facilitating our communities with death and destruction. And then they slap this term, this title on it, and call it Black excellence. We need Brother Love to define exactly what Black excellence is. We need to know. We need to know what it is. And we also need to know, where's the fruits? Where's the fruits that you're doing God's work? We need the fruit. And we need the background check. You need to pass the background check. Because we heard whispers of how you treated former employees and artists and people you've worked with. Can you pass the background check? And also, before we engage in anything with anyone, we need to get a clear understanding on what God it is that they serve. Stop letting people just throw around that word, saying they coming in the spirit of God, saying God told them this and told them that, saying God sent them. Look into their eyes and ask them, what God do you serve? Ask them. And see if the demon shows through their pupils. Ask these people what God it is that you serve. Until then, it's rebuke the culture. Rebuke the culture of exploiting talent. Rebuke the culture of bad business. Rebuke the culture of exploiting the ignorance of your own people. Rebuke the culture of throwing God title around when it's clear as day that you serve a God that is in opposition of the Most High Yah. Rebuke the culture. Rebuke it. The whole damn culture. Now, I won't be sending my resume at all. But I will sit back and watch with some popcorn and a glass of wine and see how this thing plays out. And see if he's really doing God's work. Or if it's just some more BS. We shall see. But ultimately, I stand firm on rebuking the culture. The whole damn culture. Thank you, family, for joining me on another episode of Rebuke the Culture. Please be sure to like this video. Please be sure to share it. Comment. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Peace, love, and blessings. Shalom.